season. This is round 4. Let's meet the starting lineup. They have lost 4 in a row. Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox. He's 38-21 off the loss last on this Saturday night. San Antonio well rested. They played last Wednesday at Houston, losing 118-106. No starter in double, 114 and 113. Giannonobi with a three-pointer with 4 seconds left. Jaren goes to the rim, can't finish, and the rebound tapped out to De'Aaron Fox.
The transition defense will be stressed for this Grizzlies team. They have 2 ball handlers, De'Aaron Fox or Chris Paul, to be able to push the basketball in transition. And Devin Vassell has been a problem for this Grizzlies team in terms of his creating of shots. As he
but 18 a game against the Grizzlies as the first scorer of the game. Jaren Jackson Jr. against Biyombo. Takes him in the paint. Biz, a former Memphis Grizzly. Jaren leans, hooks, and hits. Jaren Jackson 0.8 times the game at 2.
And the thing with Biz is physically we'll be able to try to force Jaren into a tough situation, but Jaren will be able to shoot over the top of him, as we saw there.
Chris Paul against Pippen, and now Vassell. Conchar digs at it, nearly knocks.
Also on the defensive side, create some turnovers that can allow them to get out and score in transition.
Pippen crosses over, flares it out. Here's an Aldama 3. The Grizzlies really struggled with the 3-ball last night, 4 of 31. Down against Harrison Barnes, turns, hooks, and hits again. Jaren defensively.
Now, we'll see how the Spurs adjust as the game goes along.
Fox on the delivery to Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes standing out of bounds. Chris Paul misses that 3.
Conchar with a rebound, an early look ahead. Wells, a clean look at a 3. It's through!
Without having Bassi, and Wembanyama being out of the lineup, they were already going to be on the smaller side. Anyway, you already talked about it's the reason why they signed Bismack Biyombo, but figuring doesn't really understand and know exactly what they're trying to get accomplished. So you go with guys with familiarity at this point.
Sohan drawing
a hand free throw. Yes, that is how it be.
Now San Antonio, who is the acting head coach with Greg Popovich in rehab.
Stanford
right? Guy, yeah.
Yes,
that's why I kind of laid out there. I was going to let you go ahead and say that. Jaren wanted a foul call, got nothing out of it. Sohan with a pickup. They are 3-8 without Wembanyama, and they average 8 fewer points per game due to the Spurs. Vassell short, and the rebound to Conchar.
And one thing you know Conchar will do, he will be a rebounding machine for this Grizzlies team.
Pippen lines up a 3. Back iron. Tip, ball loose, bodies. Vassell picked up by Pippen. Fox, double clutches. Barnes, knocked away by Jalen. Fox, fade away. The 4 losses have been by double figures.
De'Aaron Fox, and a lot of this, ultimately, De'Aaron Fox playing off the ball, not something he has done in his career since being in the NBA.
Conchar has started fewer different lineups. The New York Knicks with 7.
Health has been on the side of the New York Knicks, except for Mitchell Robinson, who's just returning in the game last night against the Grizzlies.
Chris Paul with the crossover. Fox got away with a walk. Oh, they did get the...
I wanted to go to one team. I wanted to go to San Antonio. Family there. But then he gets there and and all of a sudden, the one guy who really was a selling point as Wells misses that 3. The selling point goes down for the rest of the season. And so now he is left in a different situation than what he thought he was coming into.
Fox with a foul line jumper that honeycombs in and out, and the rebound to Aldama. This is a Spurs team, I think, with Wembanyama. They were thinking about the possibility of maybe making the play-in. Wells against Harrison Barnes. Barnes shoots much better in San Antonio than he does on the road, and he has started 1 of 2 tonight.
He's still more of a corner 3-point shooting player also.
Kennard, little mid-range. Luke didn't hit anything tonight, but he did a good job with his mid-range scoring last night.
Nobody made 3s last night, Paul. It didn't matter.
This is
it didn't matter who you were.
This is true. Vassell hits. Luke leads the NBA in 3-point percentage.
I like Devin Vassell's game. They got some nice young pieces with this San Antonio Spurs team.
Yeah, they really do. And they've done it through the draft. 10 of the players that started the season. Here's Edey up under against Biyombo and scores.
see Zach Edey go to work a little bit more here on the inside with some one-on-ones.
Vassell makes again.
Fan Vassell.
4 or 5 from the floor. He's got 8 points.
Yeah, when he first came in, it was more standstill shooting. But as he has gone and played more and gotten more opportunities, the off-the-dribble game has become that much better for him.
Wells, a 3. Bango. Jay Knight, just 3 points. He can get on a streak from three-point territory. Vassell working with the high screen.
Good job here, Luke, jumping the passing lane.
Conchar was covered up by Chris Paul, so Wells puts it on the deck. And so Castle into the game for San Antonio for the first time tonight. He's been coming off the bench. Gigi Jackson off the bench for the Grizzlies. Kennard. Only Gigi could get that pass. Aldama in the lane. Wow!
And dishing or driving and finish is our pinnacle effective advice of the game. There's no shot blocking on this San Antonio Spurs team. Good job here by Gigi.
Intercepts, Chris Paul back. Gigi going to the cup, overlaid, but he's dealing with some corneal.
To be able to come back into the road trip, they good jump in the passing lane here by Keldon Johnson.
And he lays it in the NBA.
This is going to be a dangerous team when they put it all together for next season. This year, they'll play out this year, getting experience for their young guys. But next year, they're going to be tough.
Gigi, a little ball fake, had it ruling.
Well, the other thing is it leaves there no question about why the ruling happened. And here again, we talked about this with Castle being defended by a big this entire time against the Grizzlies. And again here, being a Jaren to start, here Edey switches on him, foul there, and forced an issue a lot more.
World-class act, Hall of Fame. Brett Brown, who had been a longtime assistant in San Antonio, then a head coach in Philadelphia. He's now back on the San Antonio bench, and that's got to be a big help. And Castle with an arm wrap on Conchar that went uncalled. 2 minutes remaining, first quarter. Kennard drives, turns around, tapped by Edey, won't go, but I
think it is. We have been, in order for him to, we got with Gasol, Valanciunas,
Champagny for 3.
Misses that, but then also with Steven Adams. That is a learned trait to be able to do, to throw away their body. So defenders are still able to at least stay attached to the hip. But as he learns how to get there and use his body, he'll be an extremely good screen setter as Castle gets all the way.
Castle with 5 off the bench. Edey, post up, mismatch. They collapse on him, and an offensive.
Thompson, we got a 3-second call. I'm saying for any team that we've, in any of the games that we've played in, Vassell misses that 3.
Rebound tap to the corner. Jaren lollipops it back in. Loose ball. San Antonio has it. Fresh 24 for the Spurs. Six the difference between the two clocks. No fouls to give either way. Johnson, bully ball. No finish, but followed by Champagny. Jaren, plenty of time, a lot of contact. 41%. Again, if you're just joining us, no Morant, no Bain, no Vince Williams, no Brandon Clark. Castle, this 4 of 10 in the first quarter, and Cam Spencer getting some minutes here early for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies shorthanded tonight. And also Jay Huff in. And Jay has been out of the rotation, but Grizzlies need some depth. And they turn it over on the first possession of the period. Keldon Johnson knocks down the 3 with Fox, Sohan, Johnson, captain. San Antonio, its largest lead of the game, and the Grizzlies need a timeout. Wow. Early.
Halftime.
Have led to 11 points.
To enter. Include Stone, airballed that half hook. Champagny, a drive, a block by Huff, but Sohan follows it up.
Extra effort plays going the San Antonio Spurs way. And right now, the ability to be able to defend the bigger team.
Huff, wrap around, Pippen. Pippen falling out of bounds. Pippen drives, banks it in. Pippen averaging 14 points per game in his prior 16 starts. Jalen Wells coming in, and Jaren Jackson
Closer to the basket instead of away from the basket because of the quickness and the smaller players that they are defending him with.
Sohan lays it in over Huff. And San Antonio is having their way offensively, 59% from the floor. Jaren backs down, so mode. 3 of the last 5 opponents have scored 120 plus. Pippen, open 3. Spencer punches the rebound, but De'Aaron Fox is there, and a lob for Keldon Johnson. He misses the dunk. Champagnie is there.
For the Grizzlies to handle.
Aldama and Edey back in the game, to the scores table.
5 assists so far tonight. He also said the other thing, we're playing 2.
What San Antonio is doing, kick the basketball. Dribble, drive, attack, drop it down to a cutting basketball player. So the Grizzlies just have to do a better job of getting to those areas. Oh, they're rooting them on.
Wells 4th among rookies in scoring. He's made more 3-pointers than any other rookie this year. Fox for 3. They're now 7 of 15.
They're also playing with speed on their offensive end.
Pippen, a misfire from 3, and Castle runs it down on the baseline for San Antonio. Grizzlies only 2 offensive rebounds tonight. Keldon Johnson, blow by. Sohan finishes. To back up and in, that's a legal play. So in that case, you can catch your own shot if it hits the backboard or the Antonio in the first 3 against New York. And Lamar Stevens making his season debut, and Bismack Biyombo. Lamar Stevens has been playing with the Motor City Cruise in the G League. Wells in traffic. Kennard covered up by Champagnie. No room to uncork a 3. Lamar, yes, with the turnover.
A lot of those mid-range shots by Lamar Stevens, but also high energy. Good defense there.
And Edey with a rebound. And the Grizzlies do need a shot of adrenaline here, and maybe Lamar's going to offer it. Back down, Aldama, turnaround jumper is
about the threes in this game. This should be, 74 in the paint last night. Try to match that number against this small San Antonio Spurs team.
5 and shooting lights out, 71% in that stretch. Kennard.
Grizzlies got to put together a string of stops.
You just read my mind. It's an open book. Grizzlies shooting 50%, but San Antonio 60%. And the Grizzlies defense has just not got the stops tonight at all. And San Antonio, no turnovers in this period either.
61 points here in the half with still 5 minutes to go. Good
lob for Edey. Aldama, 3rd assist, getting the start tonight. Biyombo screens for Chris Paul. And Biyombo rolls and finishes. Bismack Biyombo, his 7th game with the San Antonio Spurs. This season, anyway. Kennard stepping through. Aldama the delivery, but again, Luke, no space to get a shot away. Wells, 5 to shoot. He tries for 3. Grizzlies another cold night from beyond the arc. Castle. Bench averages 41 a game. Their bench has 40 points already. An important 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half to try to cut into this deficit. Wells against Castle. The 2 rookies matching up. Wells to beat the shot clock.
It's not void of talent. It's just the size is
3 minutes remaining in the first half. And the second quarter has belonged to San Antonio. Jaren a miss. Kennard offensive rebound punched away.
You don't want to. And then they're going to have to make some a true opportunity to make a full comeback.
Vassell An open three for Vassell. There, ripping the cords from downtown. 9 of 8 from three-point territory. Largest lead of the night.
Got to do more of that ball out on the floor. More of throwing him the ball where he has an advantage with his size down low.
Chris Paul sets up Harrison Barnes. Lamar Stevens boards the three-point miss by Barnes. Lamar lays it up and lays it in.
Lamar Stevens plays with. And they're going to need that injection of life, as you talked about here in this first half, throughout the game.
Wins. Yes! Kennard from the free throw line. But a misfire there. Fox dumped down. So high. Kennard. Technical.
Was the contact on the shot by Fox.
Vassell. Sohan, offensive rebound. Sohan wants it. Fox drives. Sets up Chris Paul. And he buries the three. So here in the first half. They are a 35% three-point shooting team. They're at 46% with 10 makes. Kennard, driving angle, got all the way to the cup.
Giving the Spurs a little bit of dose of their own medicine. The reason why they're successful is because their ability to dribble, drive, to set up these shooters.
Fox, elbow jumper, money. San Antonio still without a turnover in this period. Jaren for three. Kennard tapping.
They needed Luke to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Fox. 3 seconds. Santi. Lamar won't get it away in time.